God is begging you. Your breakthrough has arrived, but will be given to someone else if you ignore this final warning right now. Do not scroll past this moment, because what you are about to hear is not ordinary. And if you ignore it, something meant for you will slip through your hands. I am speaking to you directly, not to a crowd, not to a group, but to you in this exact second, because your breakthrough is no longer far away, it is already at your door. I have watched your pain, your waiting, your silent tears, and I have prepared something that carries the answer you have been begging for, yet there is a condition you cannot ignore. If you miss this warning, if you treat this lightly, what was designed for your life will be released to someone who is ready to receive it without hesitation. Type Amen if you believe. I am not speaking in confusion or uncertainty. I am telling you clearly that your breakthrough has arrived, not tomorrow, not next year, but now, in this present moment. You have prayed for change, for relief, for restoration, and I have answered, but you must understand that blessings are not forced into unwilling hands. I place opportunities before you. I open doors. I shift circumstances, but I will not drag you through what you refuse to walk into. This is why I am warning you, because hesitation, doubt, and distraction can cause you to stand still while someone else steps forward and receives what was meant for you. Listen carefully, because this is where many fail without even realizing it. You think your breakthrough will feel obvious, easy, and comfortable, but often it comes disguised as a decision that requires courage, obedience, and trust. You are being positioned right now, and the moment in front of you carries weight. But if you delay, if you question too long, if you allow fear to whisper louder than my voice, you will watch the door close without understanding why. I do not want that for you, which is why I am calling out to you with urgency. Please take a moment to like this video, because someone else also needs to hear this before they miss what was prepared for them. You must understand that I do not take pleasure in warning you like this, but I love you too much to stay silent. There are blessings that are time-sensitive, not because I change my mind, but because your readiness determines your access. I have placed you in a position where your response matters, where your awareness matters, and where your willingness to move matters more than ever before. If you ignore this, if you continue as if nothing is happening, you are not just delaying your breakthrough, you are risking losing it entirely. There is something in your life right now that you have been overlooking, something you have been delaying, something you have been treating as unimportant, but it is directly connected to what you have been praying for. I have been nudging you, speaking to your heart, giving you signs, but you keep pushing it aside, thinking there is still time. Hear me clearly. Time is not unlimited in this moment, and what stands before you requires a decision. Not later, not someday, but now. Type yes to affirm. You have asked me for change, and I have responded by placing you at the edge of transformation. But transformation always demands a step. You cannot remain where you are and expect to receive what is ahead of you. This is why I am calling you out of your comfort, out of your hesitation, and out of the patterns that have kept you stuck. I am not punishing you, I am preparing you. But preparation requires your cooperation. Do not let fear convince you that you are not ready, because I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of stepping into what I have prepared. The voice telling you to wait, to doubt, to hesitate, is not my voice, because I do not create confusion in moments of destiny. I speak clearly, and right now I am telling you that this is your moment, and it cannot be ignored without consequence. There are people who are ready, people who are paying attention, People who are willing to move when I speak, and if you choose to stay still, the opportunity will not disappear. It will simply move to someone else who will embrace it. I want you to receive it, I want you to step into it, but I will not override your choice. You must decide if you are ready to trust me beyond your comfort and beyond your understanding. You have waited for this. You have cried for this. You have hoped for this. And now that it is here, you are being tested in a different way. Not by struggle, but by response. Not by lack, but by readiness. This is the moment where everything begins to shift, but only if you are willing to align yourself with what I am doing. I am not distant from you. I am not ignoring you, and I have not forgotten your prayers. I have been working behind the scenes, arranging things you cannot see, preparing paths you do not yet understand, and bringing you to this exact point where your breakthrough is within reach. But reach requires movement, and movement requires faith. What you are feeling inside is not random. It is the signal that something is shifting, and your response in this season will determine whether that shift becomes your breakthrough or your missed opportunity. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, this password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You keep looking for a perfect sign, something that removes all doubt and makes the path obvious. But I am telling you that faith does not always come with complete clarity. Sometimes it comes as a quiet knowing, a pull in your spirit, a sense that you must move even when you cannot explain every detail. This is where you are right now, standing between comfort and calling, between what is familiar and what I have prepared. If you choose comfort, you will remain where you are. But if you choose to trust me, you will step into what you have been praying for. Type 1010 to claim miracles. Do not underestimate the importance of this moment, because it may look small on the surface, but it carries weight in ways you cannot yet see. The decision you are delaying, the action you are avoiding, the step you keep postponing, it is directly connected to what I have been building for you behind the scenes. I do not waste your waiting season. I use it to prepare you, to strengthen you, and to align things in your favor. But preparation always leads to a moment of movement, and that is where you are now. You have been asking me why things have not changed yet, why the doors have not opened, why the breakthrough has not fully appeared, and I have been patient with you. I have watched you grow, I have seen your effort, and I have honored your persistence, but now I am asking something from you in return. I am asking you to trust me enough to act, even if it feels uncomfortable, even if it stretches you beyond what you are used to. This is not about forcing you, this is about inviting you into something greater. There is a difference between waiting on me and avoiding what I have already shown you. Waiting on me builds strength and patience, but avoidance creates delay and missed chances. You must be honest with yourself in this moment, because deep inside, you already know what I have been asking you to do. You have felt it more than once, you have sensed it clearly, but you keep pushing it aside because it requires a level of surrender you have been hesitant to give. I am not asking you to be perfect, I am asking you to be willing. I am not expecting you to have every answer. I am asking you to take the step I have placed in front of you, When you move with faith, I meet you in that movement, and I provide what you need along the way. But if you remain still, waiting for everything to make sense, you will miss the very thing you have been praying to receive. Type 777 to receive blessings. You must understand that opportunities do not always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they appear quietly, in simple choices, in moments that seem ordinary, but carry extraordinary outcomes. This is why so many people miss what was meant for them, because they are looking for something dramatic while ignoring what is right in front of them. I do not always work in ways that match your expectations, but I always work with purpose. There is something you have been postponing, something that keeps returning to your mind, something that feels important even when you try to dismiss it. That is not coincidence. That is me reaching you again and again, giving you the chance to respond before the window closes. I am patient, but I am also purposeful, and when the time comes for movement, I will not delay it forever. You have been protected in ways you do not even realize, guided in ways you did not always notice, and carried through moments that could have broken you. I have not brought you through all of that, just for you to stop at the edge of your breakthrough. There is more for you, more than what you have seen, more than what you have experienced, but it requires you to trust me in a deeper way than before. Do not let fear convince you that you will fail if you move forward. Fear will always try to keep you where you are, because staying still feels safer than stepping into the unknown. But what you call safe is often what keeps you stuck, and what feels uncertain is often where growth and blessing begin. I am not leading you into harm. I am leading you into purpose, and purpose will always require courage. You are not alone in this moment, even if it feels that way. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to respond. I walk with you, but I will not walk for you. The step must come from you, the decision must come from you, and the willingness must rise from your own heart. This is why I am speaking with such clarity, because I do not want you to misunderstand what is happening. This is not just another day, not just another feeling, not just another thought you can ignore. This is a defining moment, and how you respond will shape what comes next in your life. You have been asking for change, and now change is asking something from you. You are closer than you think, closer than you feel, closer than your circumstances suggest. What you have been waiting for is not far away. It is within reach. But reach requires action. You cannot hold on to the old and expect to receive the new at the same time. There must be a release, a letting go, a willingness to step away from what has kept you comfortable but limited. I know your fears, I know your doubts, and I know the questions that run through your mind, but I also know your strength, your potential, and the purpose I have placed inside you. You are not as unprepared as you think, and you are not as incapable as you sometimes feel. I have been shaping you through every experience, every challenge, and every delay, all to prepare you for this moment. Can 9 simple words really change your financial life? More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. Brain experts were shocked when they discovered this password works up to 20x faster than the law of attraction. People are repeating it daily and watching money flow like water into their lives. Some even believe the results are so powerful, it feels divine. But this breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. Do not miss this because of hesitation. Do not lose this because of doubt. Do not watch this pass you by because you are waiting for a sign that you have already received. I am speaking to you now, clearly and directly, because I want you to step into what I have prepared, not stand outside of it wondering what could have been. You have spent so much time asking for your situation to shift, asking for relief, asking for a breakthrough that would finally lift the pressure you have been carrying. I have heard every word, even the ones you never spoke out loud, and I have answered in ways that are now unfolding. But answers do not always arrive wrapped in comfort. Sometimes they come in the form of a decision that asks you to step forward when everything in you wants to stay where it feels safe. This is where many turn back, not because the blessing was not real, but because the step required felt too uncertain. Type 1212 if you trust in Jesus. You must understand that your breakthrough is not just something that happens to you, it is something you step into. I open the way, I prepare the path, I arrange what you cannot see, but I still require your willingness to walk it. Right now, you are standing at that exact place where movement matters more than intention. You can want change with all your heart, but if you do not act when the moment arrives, the opportunity will not remain waiting. There are patterns you have been holding on to, habits that feel familiar, thoughts that have become comfortable even when they limit you. I have been gently showing you what needs to change, what needs to be released, and what needs to be left behind. But you keep returning to what you know because it feels easier than stepping into the unknown. I am not asking you to lose yourself. I am asking you to grow beyond what has been holding you back. You have felt moments where clarity came to you, where you suddenly understood what needed to happen next. But instead of moving, you paused, you delayed, and you allowed doubt to settle in. That delay may have seemed small, but it created distance between you and what I was placing before you. I am bringing you back to that moment now, not to repeat the same hesitation, but to choose differently this time. Type 222 if you trust God. I know that part of you is afraid of making the wrong move, afraid of stepping forward and not seeing the result you hoped for. But fear will always try to protect you from growth by keeping you still. I did not create you to live in constant hesitation. I created you with the ability to trust, to move, and to step into what I have prepared. When you act in faith, even when you are unsure, you are aligning yourself with my guidance. There is something powerful about obedience in the moment it is required. When you respond without delay, when you move without overthinking every possible outcome, you create space for me to work in ways that go beyond your understanding. But when you hesitate too long, when you wait for perfect certainty, you close that space and limit what could have unfolded through your faith. You have been asking for doors to open, but now that one is opening, you are standing in front of it, questioning whether you should walk through. This is where the shift happens, not in the asking, but in the response. You are not here by accident, you are not hearing this by chance, and you are not being brought to this moment without purpose. Everything has been leading to this point where your decision matters. You may not see the full picture yet, and that is what makes this difficult for you. You want assurance, you want confirmation, you want everything to be clear before you move. But faith is not built on full visibility, it is built on trust in my voice. I am not leading you into confusion, I am leading you into something prepared with care, something aligned with the prayers you have been carrying. You have already come too far to turn back now. You have endured too much, grown too much, and believed too much to stop at the edge of your breakthrough. What stands before you is not a test meant to defeat you. It is an invitation meant to elevate you. But elevation requires release, and release requires courage. There are things you must let go of, not because they are entirely bad, but because they are no longer right for where you are going. Holding on to them will keep you anchored in a place you have already outgrown. I am calling you forward, into something new, something that matches the level of growth you have already gone through. You are not being rushed without reason. You are being urged because the moment is active. What is available to you now may not remain in the same way if you continue to delay. I do not want you to look back later and wonder why you did not act when everything was aligning in your favor. I am giving you clarity now so that regret does not become your future. Your breakthrough is not something distant. It is something present, something within reach, something waiting for your response. You have everything you need to take the next step, even if it does not feel like it. I have already equipped you, already strengthened you, already guided you to this point. Do not allow overthinking to steal what faith is ready to receive. Do not allow doubt to silence what I am clearly speaking to your heart. You have heard me, you have felt this, and now you must decide what you will do with it. This is where everything begins to change, not later, not someday, but right here, in this very moment. What if attracting wealth didn't require hard work, just the right words? This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free, financially free individuals. Scientists say each of these 9 words activates a hidden abundance center deep in your brain. People are using it from home and seeing results in just weeks. It was never meant for the public, and now that it's out, the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There is a moment in every life where everything begins to align, where what you have prayed for starts to take shape in ways you did not expect. That is where you are now, even if your eyes are still adjusting to it. You may not see everything fully, but you can feel that something is different. Something is shifting. Something is no longer the same as before. That feeling is not your imagination. It is the sign that your breakthrough is no longer a distant hope, but a present reality waiting for your response. Type 555 to claim this moment. I know you have been tired, and I know there were times when you almost gave up believing that anything would change. You have carried disappointment, delay, and moments where nothing made sense, yet you kept going even when it was difficult. I saw your persistence, I saw your quiet strength, and I honored every step you took, even when you felt unseen. Now I am bringing you into a season where what you endured begins to turn into something meaningful, something that carries reward. But listen closely, because this is where many lose what they have been waiting for. When the breakthrough begins to appear, it often requires a shift in mindset, a willingness to act differently, and a readiness to leave behind what no longer belongs. If you try to carry your old fears into this new moment, they will weigh you down and cause you to hesitate. If you try to hold on to what I am asking you to release, you will create resistance against the very thing you prayed for. Type 888 to align with God. You are not being asked to do something impossible. You are being asked to trust in what has already been placed inside you. I have given you the ability to discern, to sense, and to recognize when something is meant for you. That inner knowing you feel is not random. It is my way of guiding you without forcing you. But guidance only works when it is followed, and this is where your responsibility begins. There is a step you have been circling around, something you keep coming back to in your thoughts, something that does not leave you in peace because it requires your attention. You have tried to ignore it, to delay it, to tell yourself you will deal with it later, but it continues to return. That is because it is directly connected to your breakthrough, and ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only push the opportunity further away from you. I am not calling you to confusion. I am calling you to clarity through action. Sometimes clarity does not come before the step. It comes because of the step. When you move forward, you begin to see what was hidden. You begin to understand what was unclear, and you begin to experience what could not be explained before. But if you wait for everything to make sense first, you will remain in a place where nothing changes. You have been asking for confirmation, and I am giving it to you now in a way that cannot be misunderstood. This is your moment, this is your opportunity, and this is your warning. Not a warning to frighten you, but a warning to keep you from missing what has been prepared with care. I am not trying to take anything from you. I am trying to make sure you do not lose what is already yours to receive. There are people who are ready, people who are attentive, people who will move without hesitation when they sense my direction. If you continue to delay, the opportunity will not remain empty. It will be received by someone who is willing to step forward. I do not say this to create fear. I say this to create awareness. Because awareness leads to action, and action leads to transformation. You are not behind, and you are not too late, but you are at a point where delay is no longer harmless. There was a time when waiting was part of your preparation, but now waiting is becoming a barrier. You must recognize the difference, because staying in a waiting mindset when it is time to move will cause you to miss what has already arrived. Your breakthrough is not something you need to chase endlessly. It is something you need to recognize and step into. It has been moving toward you while you were waiting, and now you are meeting it at this exact point. This is where alignment happens, where what you have been believing for connects with what you are willing to do. I know that stepping forward feels uncertain, and I know that part of you wishes for a simpler path, something that does not require so much trust. But what is simple does not always lead to growth, and what is comfortable does not always lead to fulfillment. I am leading you into something that carries meaning, something that reflects the depth of what you have been praying for. You are not stepping into emptiness, you are stepping into something that has already been prepared. I have gone ahead of you, I have arranged what you cannot see, and I have made a way where there seemed to be none. But you must walk that way, you must take that step, and you must trust that I am with you in every part of it. Do not allow your past to convince you that this will end the same way as before. You are not the same person you were, and this is not the same situation you faced in the past. You have grown, you have learned, and you have been shaped for this exact moment. What is in front of you now is different, and your response must also be different. This is where everything changes, not because something magical happens without your involvement, but because you choose to respond in alignment with what I am doing. When your action meets my preparation, that is when breakthrough becomes reality. That is when what you have been waiting for begins to unfold in ways you could not have imagined. I am still calling you forward, still guiding you, still giving you the chance to step into what is yours, but I will not make the decision for you. You must choose to trust, choose to act, and choose to move beyond what has been holding you back. Why are neuroscientists calling this a wealth trigger? Because over 19,547 people are already using this 9-word password, and their lives are changing fast. Unexpected deposits, cleared debts, a completely upgraded lifestyle. Scientists say it taps into a 150 million year-old brain system that controls abundance and financial flow. It's already changed the lives of thousands in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You have come to a place where everything you have experienced has been preparing you for what stands in front of you now. Every delay, every lesson, every moment of waiting was shaping you, strengthening you, and aligning you with something greater. But preparation is not the final step. It is only the beginning of what comes next. What comes next requires your response, your movement, and your willingness to step into what I have already prepared. Type 999 to declare readiness. I know you have been hoping that things would change without requiring so much from you, that somehow everything would fall into place while you remained where you are. But growth does not work that way, and breakthrough does not arrive without participation. I have brought you to this point because I know you are capable of stepping forward, even if you feel uncertain. What you feel is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are standing at the edge of something new. There is something inside you that has been restless, something that will not let you settle, something that keeps reminding you that you cannot stay where you are. That feeling is not discomfort without purpose, it is direction. It is me calling you forward, showing you that the place you are in is no longer where you are meant to remain. You have outgrown it, even if part of you still tries to hold on. Type 666 to release fear. You must understand that holding on to what is familiar can become the very thing that blocks what is new. You have been asking for expansion, for elevation, for something greater. But greater requires space. If your hands are still holding tightly to what I have asked you to release, you will not have room to receive what is coming. This is not about loss. It is about making room for what belongs to your next season. There is a decision that keeps returning to you, one that feels important, one that feels like it carries weight beyond what you can fully explain. You have tried to push it aside, to delay it, to convince yourself that it can wait, but it continues to rise because it is directly connected to your breakthrough. Ignoring it will not make it disappear. It will only create distance between you and what I have prepared. I am not asking you to understand everything before you move. I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step. You have been trying to see the entire path before you begin, but faith does not work that way. Faith begins with one step, and with each step, more is revealed. If you refuse to take that first step, the rest of the path will remain hidden. You are not unprepared, even if you feel that way. Everything you have gone through has been building something inside you that is ready for this moment. You have more strength than you realize, more wisdom than you acknowledge, and more ability than you give yourself credit for. I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of moving forward. Do not let your past experiences convince you that this will end the same way. You have changed, you have grown, and you are not the same person you were before. What is in front of you now is not a repeat of what was behind you. It is something new, something aligned with who you have become. But if you respond with the same hesitation, you will create the same outcome. You are being invited into something that carries purpose, something that reflects the prayers you have been carrying for so long. This is not random, and it is not accidental. It has been prepared with intention, and it is being presented to you now because the time is right. But timing only works when you respond within it. You have been waiting for the right moment, and now that it is here, you are questioning whether it is truly the time. This is where many lose what was meant for them, not because it was not real, but because they hesitated when it mattered most. I am speaking to you clearly so that you do not fall into that same pattern. You are closer than you think, closer than your doubts suggest, closer than your fears are willing to admit. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. Do not wait for everything to feel comfortable before you move. Comfort is not always a sign of alignment, and discomfort is not always a sign to stop. Sometimes, discomfort is the signal that you are stepping into something that will grow you, something that will stretch you, and something that will bring you into what you have been praying for. I am not leaving you alone in this. I am with you in every step, every decision, and every moment of uncertainty. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You must decide if you are ready to move beyond hesitation, ready to trust beyond what you can see, and ready to step into what I have prepared. This is not a small moment, it is a turning point, and what you do now will shape what comes next. You have been asking for a breakthrough, and I have answered by bringing you to a place where your decision matters more than ever before. I am not ignoring you, and I have not delayed without purpose. Everything has been aligning, even when you could not see it, and now you are standing in the very moment where alignment meets action. This is not the time to pull back. This is the time to move forward with a level of trust that goes beyond what feels comfortable. Type 444 to receive confirmation. A leaked 9-word password is quietly transforming people's financial lives. More than 19,000 people have already used it to attract wealth, freedom, and peace. People are using it daily from their couch and reporting real financial breakthroughs. Scientists say it activates deep brain pathways linked to money, working far faster than traditional methods. This was once hidden by elites, and now it's spreading too fast. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You must understand that your breakthrough is not separate from your obedience. The two are connected, and they move together. When you respond to what I am placing before you, you activate what has already been prepared. But when you delay, when you ignore, when you hesitate, you interrupt the flow of what could have unfolded through your faith. I am not withholding anything from you, but I am asking you to meet me in this moment. There is something you have been avoiding, something you know requires your attention, but you keep finding reasons to postpone it. You tell yourself there will be a better time, a clearer moment, a more comfortable situation, but that thinking is keeping you from stepping into what is already available. The time you are waiting for is now, and the clarity you are looking for will come through your action, not before it. Type 333 to step forward. You are not being asked to take a reckless step. You are being asked to take a faithful step. There is a difference, and you must recognize it. A reckless step ignores wisdom, but a faithful step follows direction even when it is not fully understood. I am not leading you blindly. I am guiding you with purpose, and everything I have placed before you has been carefully arranged. You have felt the pull to change something, to move in a new direction, to let go of something that no longer aligns with where you are going. That pull is not random, it is intentional, and it is connected to the breakthrough you have been waiting for. Ignoring it will not make it disappear, it will only delay what could have already begun to unfold. There are moments in life where everything depends on a single decision, and this is one of those moments. It may not look dramatic on the outside, but it carries weight that goes far beyond what you can see. The step you take now will create movement, and that movement will open doors that have been waiting for your response. You must let go of the idea that you need to feel completely ready before you act. Readiness does not always feel like confidence. Sometimes it feels like uncertainty, mixed with a quiet trust that you cannot fully explain. That quiet trust is what you must follow, because it is my voice guiding you forward. You have been waiting for assurance, and I am giving it to you now in a way that cannot be mistaken. You are not alone in this, and you are not stepping into something empty. I have already prepared what is ahead, and I have already made a way where there seemed to be none. But preparation does not replace participation, and this is where you must choose to move. Do not let fear convince you that staying where you are is safer than moving forward. Staying still may feel comfortable, but it will not bring the change you have been asking for. What feels uncertain is often where growth begins, and what feels challenging is often where breakthrough is found. You have already come too far to turn back now. You have endured too much, learned too much, and grown too much to remain in the same place. What is in front of you is not a repeat of your past. It is something new, something aligned with the person you have become through everything you have experienced. This is not about forcing you into something you are not ready for. It is about calling you into something you have been prepared for. I have been shaping you, strengthening you, and guiding you to this exact point, and now I am asking you to trust me enough to take the next step. You are closer than you realize. What you have been praying for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. The door is open, but you must choose to walk through it. The opportunity is present, but you must choose to embrace it. Do not allow hesitation to become your regret. Do not allow fear to silence your faith. You have everything you need to move forward, even if it does not feel like it. I have already placed what is necessary within you, and now I am calling you to use it. This is your moment to respond, your moment to act, your moment to step into what has been prepared for you. I am not taking this away from you, but I will not force it into your hands either. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You have been looking for a clear sign, something that removes all doubt and tells you exactly what to do without hesitation. I understand that desire because certainty feels safe and clarity feels comforting. But I do not always lead you through comfort. I lead you through trust. What I am giving you right now is enough for you to move, even if it does not answer every question in your mind. Type 111 to align your spirit. There is something that keeps coming back to your thoughts, something you cannot fully ignore no matter how much you try to push it aside. That is not random. That is not your mind playing tricks on you. That is direction, and it has been repeated to you because it matters. You have felt it more than once, and each time you felt it, you paused, you delayed, or you chose to wait for a better moment. You must understand that what you call waiting is no longer preparation, it is becoming resistance. There was a time when waiting was necessary, when you needed to grow, to learn, and to be strengthened for what was ahead. But that time has passed, and now waiting is holding you back from what is already available. You are not in a season of preparation anymore, you are in a season of response. Type 1313 to step into purpose. What secret did elites use to attract wealth so easily? A simple 9-word password now leaked to the public. People are using it daily and watching money flow into their lives like never before. Scientists say it activates an ancient brain system tied directly to abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. It's already helped thousands become debt-free in just weeks. But this breakthrough is under pressure and may disappear at any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's gone. You are not being asked to take a leap without guidance. You are being asked to take a step that I have already shown you. The direction is not hidden from you. It has been made clear in ways that you can understand. But clarity does not remove the need for courage, and courage is what you must choose right now. You have allowed fear to speak louder than faith, and that has kept you in a place that feels familiar but no longer fits who you are becoming. Fear will always try to keep you where you are, because it does not want you to grow beyond what is comfortable. But you were not created to remain in the same place. You were created to move, to grow, and to step into what I have prepared. There is a difference between being careful and being hesitant. Being careful listens, discerns, and then acts with wisdom. Being hesitant listens, questions, and then remains still out of fear. Right now you are being called to move with wisdom, not to stay frozen in hesitation. You have already considered enough. You have already thought about this. And now it is time to act. I am not asking you to do something that will harm you. I am guiding you towards something that will elevate you, something that will bring you into alignment with what you have been asking me for. But alignment requires movement, and movement requires trust. If you stay where you are, nothing will change, and what you have been praying for will remain out of reach. You have been asking for doors to open, and I have opened one for you. But an open door does not carry you through itself. You must walk through it. Standing in front of it, analyzing it, questioning it, and delaying your step will not move you forward. The door is open, but it will not stay open forever. There are others who are ready, others who are paying attention, others who will move when they sense direction. If you continue to delay, the opportunity will not disappear. It will simply be received by someone else who is willing to step forward. I do not want that for you, but I will not override your choice. You are not unprepared, even if you feel uncertain. Everything you have been through has been building you, strengthening you, and shaping you for this exact moment. You have more inside you than you realize, and you are more ready than you feel. I would not bring you to this point if you were not capable of stepping into what I have prepared. Do not let your past convince you that this will end the same way as before. You are not the same person, and this is not the same situation. You have grown, you have learned, and you have been shaped for something greater. What is in front of you now reflects that growth, and your response must reflect it as well. You are standing at a turning point, and turning points do not come with complete comfort. They come with a decision, a moment where you must choose between staying where you are and stepping into what is ahead. You cannot have both at the same time. You cannot remain in the old and receive the new. I am still with you, still guiding you, still speaking to you, but I will not force your hand. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. If you move forward, you will begin to see what I have been preparing unfold in ways that will confirm your faith. If you stay still, you will watch the moment pass, carrying with it the breakthrough you have been waiting for. This is not just another moment, it is your moment. It is the point where everything you have been waiting for meets everything you are willing to do. What you choose now will shape what comes next. You have felt this urgency growing, even when you tried to ignore it. You have sensed that something is different, that something cannot be delayed any longer, and that something requires your attention now. That feeling is not meant to confuse you. It is meant to guide you. It is my way of making sure you do not overlook what is already in front of you. Type 1414 to confirm your faith. You must understand that the longer you hesitate, the heavier it will feel to move. Hesitation builds resistance, and resistance makes what is simple feel difficult. But when you act, when you step forward, when you respond in faith, that resistance begins to break, and what once felt overwhelming becomes clear. This is why I am urging you now, because the sooner you move, the sooner you will see what I have prepared begin to unfold. There is something specific you have been avoiding, something that you know requires your attention, but you keep finding reasons to delay. You tell yourself that you need more time, more clarity, or more confidence. But I am telling you that what you need is already within you, and what you are waiting for will come as you move, not before. Type 1515 to step in faith. You are not being asked to figure everything out at once. You are being asked to take one step, the step that is already clear to you. That step may feel small, but it carries significance beyond what you can see. It is connected to something larger, something that will only begin to reveal itself when you choose to act. You have been standing in a place of preparation for a long time, and that preparation has done its work. You have grown, you have learned, and you have been strengthened in ways you may not fully recognize. But preparation is not meant to last forever. There comes a point where it must turn into action, and that point is where you are now. You may feel uncertain, and that is natural, because stepping into something new always carries a level of unknown. But unknown does not mean unsafe. And uncertainty does not mean wrong. It simply means that you are moving into something that requires trust. And trust is what will carry you through what you cannot yet see. Why are thousands suddenly becoming financially free? Because they discovered a 9-word wealth password hidden in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected money, cleared debts, and new opportunities. Some say the results feel almost divine. Scientists confirm it activates a powerful ancient part of your brain linked to wealth and abundance. But now that it's leaked, it won't stay available for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Do not let fear convince you that staying where you are is the better option. Staying may feel easier in the moment, but it will not bring the change you have been asking for. You cannot remain in the same place and expect a different outcome. Something must shift. And that shift begins with your willingness to move. I'm not asking you to rush without thought. I am asking you to stop delaying what you already know needs to be done. There is a difference between wisdom and hesitation, and right now you are being called to act with wisdom, not to remain still out of fear. You have already considered this enough. Now it is time to respond. You are closer than you realize, closer than your doubts suggest, closer than your fears are willing to admit. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is right here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust in me. I have not brought you this far to leave you at the edge of your breakthrough. I have brought you here because I know you are capable of stepping forward. I know the strength I have placed within you, and I know the purpose I have prepared for you. But you must choose to trust that, even when you do not fully understand it. There are moments in life where everything depends on a single decision, and this is one of those moments. It may not look dramatic on the outside, but it carries weight that will shape what comes next. The step you take now will create movement, and that movement will open doors that have been waiting for you. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not let hesitation become regret. You have been given the opportunity, and you have been given the direction. Now you must decide what you will do with it. You are not alone in this. I am with you in every step, every moment, and every decision. But my presence does not replace your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You have felt the weight of this more than once now. You have sensed that this is different from all the other moments you have experienced. This carries urgency, not because I want to rush you into something harmful, but because I want to keep you from missing what has been carefully prepared for you. There are moments that come quietly and stay, and there are moments like this that arrive with a call to act. This is one of those moments. Type 1616 to receive clarity. You keep looking back at what did not work before, and that memory is trying to shape your decision now. But what you are facing right now is not the same as what you faced in the past. You have grown since then. You have learned, and you have been shaped into someone who is more aware, more capable, and more aligned with what I am doing. If you allow your past to control your present response, you will create the same outcome, even though the opportunity is different. There is something in your life right now that keeps rising to the surface, something that keeps asking for your attention, something that feels like it carries importance beyond what you can explain. You have tried to push it away, to delay it, to convince yourself that it can wait, but it continues to return because it is connected to your breakthrough, and it will not lose its importance just because you choose to ignore it. Type 1717 to move forward. I am not asking you to make a decision in confusion. I am asking you to respond to what you already know. There is a difference between not knowing what to do and refusing to act on what you already understand. Deep inside, you have clarity, even if it is not complete. You know the next step, even if you do not see the entire path. that is enough for you to move. You must let go of the idea that everything needs to feel comfortable before you act. Comfort can keep you still, and stillness in this moment will not serve you. Growth often feels uncomfortable at the beginning, but that discomfort is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are stepping into something new. What you have been asking for cannot be received while you remain in the same place. I am not leading you into something that will harm you. I am leading you into something that will elevate you, something that will bring you into alignment with what you have been praying for. But alignment requires movement, and movement requires trust. If you stay where you are, nothing will change, and what you have been asking for will remain out of reach. You have been waiting for a moment like this, even if you did not recognize it when it arrived. You have been asking for doors to open, and now one is open in front of you. But an open door does not carry you through it. You must walk through it. You must choose to move beyond hesitation and into action. There are others who are ready, others who are paying attention, others who will respond without delay. If you continue to hesitate, the opportunity will not remain unused. It will be received by someone who is willing to step forward. I do not want that for you, but I will not force your hand. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. You are not unprepared, even if you feel uncertain. Everything you have gone through has been building you for this moment. You have been strengthened, shaped, and guided to this exact point. I would not bring you here if you were not capable of stepping into what I have prepared. Do not allow doubt to speak louder than what I am showing you. Doubt will always try to create hesitation, and hesitation will always try to delay what is ready to unfold. But you must choose which voice you will follow. You can follow fear and remain where you are, or you can follow faith and step into what is ahead. Why are over 19,547 people suddenly attracting unexpected wealth? Because they started using a strange 9-word password discovered in neuroscience research. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. This password was quietly used by elites until a neuroscientist leaked it. Now it's spreading fast and could be taken down any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You are closer than you realize. What you have been praying for is not far away. It is here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step. This is the moment where everything begins to shift. Not because something changes around you without your involvement, but because you choose to respond in alignment with what I am doing. When your action meets my preparation, that is when breakthrough becomes reality. Do not let this moment pass you by. Do not allow hesitation to become regret. You have been given the opportunity, and you have been given the direction. Now you must decide what you will do with it. You are still hearing me, and that is because I am not finished guiding you through this moment. I have not stepped back, and I have not allowed this opportunity to fade without reminding you again of what is at stake. You are not here by chance, and you are not being spoken to without purpose. This is the continuation of what I have been showing you, because I want you to fully understand what is unfolding in your life right now. There is a shift happening that you can no longer ignore. It is not something that will wait quietly while you decide if you are ready. It is active, it is present, and it is connected to the breakthrough you have been asking me for. I am not trying to overwhelm you, I am trying to awaken you, because awareness is what leads to movement, and movement is what leads to receiving what has already been prepared. Type 1818 to stay alert. You have spent a long time waiting, and in that waiting, you learned patience, endurance, and trust. Those were necessary, and they shaped you in ways you did not always understand. But now you are no longer in the same place. The season has changed, and what was once waiting has now become responding. If you continue to act as if you are still waiting, you will miss what has already arrived. There is something specific that keeps coming back into your awareness, something that refuses to be ignored, something that feels important even when you try to set it aside. That is not coincidence. That is direction. That is me reaching you again and again, giving you the chance to act before the moment passes. Type 1919 to accept direction. You must recognize that hesitation does not protect you, it delays you, it creates distance between you and what is already within your reach. You have been careful, and there was a time when that was necessary. But now that carefulness has begun to turn into hesitation, and hesitation is beginning to block what could have already begun to unfold. You are not being asked to move blindly, you are being asked to move faithfully. There is a difference, and it matters. Faithful movement is guided, it is intentional, and it is aligned with what you already know. You have felt the direction, you have sensed the next step, and you have been given enough clarity to move forward. You may still feel uncertainty, and that is natural, because stepping into something new always carries a level of unknown. But unknown does not mean unsafe. It simply means that you are entering a place where trust is required, and trust is what will carry you through what you cannot yet see. You have been asking for change, but change requires participation. It is not something that happens while you remain still. It is something that unfolds as you move. What you are being called to do right now may seem simple, but it carries significance beyond what you can see. It is connected to something larger, something that will only reveal itself when you take that step. Do not let your past experiences hold you back. What did not work before is not a reason to stop now. You have grown since then. You have learned, you have been shaped, and you are not the same person you were. What is in front of you now is different, and your response must reflect that difference. You are not alone in this moment. I am with you, guiding you, strengthening you, and preparing you for what is ahead. But my presence does not remove your responsibility to act. I will guide you, but I will not force you. The choice is yours, and the outcome will follow that choice. There is an opportunity before you that carries weight, something that will not remain the same if you continue to delay. It will not disappear, but it will move. It will be received by someone who is ready, someone who is willing, someone who will respond without hesitation. I do not want that for you, but I will not override your decision. You are closer than you realize. What you have been asking for is not far away. It is here, waiting for your response. But response requires courage, and courage requires trust. You do not need to have everything figured out. You only need to take the next step. You have been prepared for this moment in ways you may not fully recognize. Every experience, every lesson, every delay has been building something inside you that is ready for this. You are not unprepared. You are not incapable. You are not lacking what is needed to move forward.